What's going on, everybody? It's Luke and Xander previewing UFC 302, the true UFC faces of the Two Nobodies Network. The first fight that we will be doing today is
Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa.
Xander, who you got?
I'm going to go ahead and go with Paulo Costa here. I'm looking at the Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I'm looking at the grappling. I'm looking at the just all-around dog. Sean Strickland probably going to come into the fight with the same approach that he's coming in every fight. Philly shell, standing straight up. I think that's going to bite him in the ass, bite him in the A. I'm looking at Paulo Costa just taking him down and probably just wrestling and jiu-jitsu all fight. It's only 3 rounds, I think, right?
Yeah, I love Paulo Costa in this fight. I think he's going to stand toe-to-toe with Strickland, which Strickland will not handle well. Strickland, the last fight I saw him in, did not look good against Duplessis. I think Costa is going to continuously just attack. I think Costa actually knocks him out in the second round. I think Strickland, the hype is kind of done. I'm all Costa on this fight.
Paulo Costa, by the way, is plus 185 underdog.
Hammer
that.
Hammer.
Easy money.
Costa all day.
Big hammer. Thor's hammer.
Giggity.
Big hammer.
All right, next up we got Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier.
Boom.
Makhachev coming in as a huge favorite, minus 700. Poirier.
Goddamn right he is, because Poirier, Che, is a crumb bum. A goddamn crumb bum.
So what about Dustin Poirier as a crumb bum, buddy?
He's fought for the title now 3 times. He's gotten his ass kicked the last 2 times. He's going to get his ass kicked again. This dude is nothing but an interim champion who fights all these has-been fighters.
Like Conor
talks
McGregor.
all this shit when he beats Michael Chandler. He's like,
Motherfucker, did you just call Conor McGregor a fucking half-been fighter? One of the best UFC. Like, are you serious?
we're gonna pretend like Conor was still Conor when he fought him the second and third time.
My goodness, he pieced up Conor's ass not once but twice. Dustin Poirier is going to knock Islam Makhachev out in round 3. Dustin Poirier, the diamond, is not done. Islam's reign comes to an end with Dustin Poirier's reigning start right now, motherfucker. 4th time, guess what? The diamond will prevail. All you motherfuckers, first of all, plus 305. Let's all plus 305. You're giving Dustin Poirier.
Yeah,
like,
I'm giving Dustin
forget
Poirier.
who Dustin
Plus,
Poirier is.
He couldn't beat Khabib, who taught Makhachev everything he knows.
Dustin Poirier is
Makhachev's going to beat the shit
motherfucker
out
up,
of him.
and I can't wait.
Makhachev's going to
He's
put him
gonna
up,
piece this
bounce his head
motherfucker
right
up.
off the ground.
He's gonna
Bounce
piece
his head.
this motherfucker
Poirier,
up.
all he's going to do,
Islam Makhachev is gonna try that stupid ass.
No one understands what the fuck you guys are saying.
By the way, this Dustin Poirier by knockout.
Poirier is plus 475. I think there should be a little side bet between you two. Seems extremely personal.
Part of the face.
Okay. Loser. Or winner gets to pie that person as well.
Okay.
Easy.
And then Xander didn't get a chance to speak. But
Sorry.
I'm glad you guys got all that out. I'm going to go ahead and put it like this. When was the last time that Khabib got rocked?
McGregor.
Oh,
McGregor.
Yeah,
McGregor rocked him?
Kind of.
I'd beg to differ. Dustin Poirier rocked him in the second round, had him backpedaling. Khabib is obviously a lot different than Islam. Islam is a lot more technically better, striking wise, knock people out with the head kick, that type of stuff. Anyone is liable for a check hook.
Oh, don't forget.
Anyone is liable for a check hook.
What did we not see? What do we see with Islam that we didn't see with Khabib? Islam's gotten knocked the fuck out before. On
But
his
out cold.
ass, cold, out. So Dustin Poirier gonna hit him with that right hook, motherfucker.
I think Dustin, I think the whole guillotine thing, that's a front right now. I think that's a front. Islam's like, he's going to go for the guillotine. Dustin probably will. And I think after the first round, he's maybe going to try it, see what happens. He almost got Khabib in the guillotine. He almost got him. He was close.
Khabib
He was
said it was
very
tight.
close.
And then he lost.
He was very close. And then he lost. Which is true. But Dustin rocked Khabib. Dustin almost put him out. And I think Islam is just liable to get check hooked.
A lot of
I think he's getting-
almost
I think
with
he's getting-
Dustin.
It's a lot of almost, but you also got to think of it like this. Islam's a lot more versatile, yes. Khabib was a lot more dominant in what he likes to do. Take people down, choke them out, smash, the usual. I just think Dustin is a lot more durable. I think he's going to be smarter this fight. It's his third chance. He knows this is his last one, win or lose. He knows this is probably going to be it. And I just feel like Dustin just has all the cards in his favor. Every fight that Paulo Costa is on, the champion loses. Dustin also has not lost in June. I'm gonna keep hammering that just because Dustin Poirier. What builds diamonds? Pressure.
Pressure. And I love
Pressure does.
pressure.
We love pressure here.
Brother,
We thrive off pressure.
pressure.
It's all about pressure.
It's all about it.
According
I
to the
think-
odd. Oh, go ahead.
I just think Islam tries to get him up against the cage, a little clinch action, and I just think an elbow and a check hook is coming his way. That's the only way I see the fight coming out. It's not going to be a decision. Islam is either going to take him down, wrestle him really hard, probably win that way, or Dustin's going to knock him out. And I'm going to put my money on Dustin Poirier winning the title via knockout.
Dude,
Second round.
Serious question. Do you think
Second
like
round.
we all like majority of people, I feel like the typical UFC fighter thinks that Islam's gonna win? Like obviously he's plus 250.
Mhm.
Do you not think like
Minus
the
700.
pressure builds up at all? Like Dustin has said,
for those guys,
Dustin
no.
has said he knows this is his last fight. Like he's bringing his daughter to the front to watch him. Do you not think that all builds up and matters at all? Like no chance.
Are we talking pressure for Islam or
No pressure for
Dustin?
Dustin. This is his last chance. This is a wrap. If he loses,
Pressure
Dustin.
for Dustin for sure.
1000%.
So you don't think
pressure.
that matters? And he, you know,
Yeah, I think the pressure's going to get to him. That whole
Silly guy.
Kazakhstan like crowd, Habib, Islam, that whole camp, like the most stoic dudes you ever see. They just block out the noise. They get into camp.
This is
They
true.
just go do business.
This is true.
Dustin's going to be the dude that we're going to see. Like he's going to be doing the outside interviews, outside of like the UFC press conferences. He's going to hear all the noise. Islam's just going to be like, I'm the champion. Like if it's in the cards, it's in the cards. But that's what makes them so dangerous. Like that whole crew, it's really not about like winning or losing for them. The only time we ever really saw it was Khabib and Conor.
Mhm.
That was the only time.
I don't think Xander agreed with you on the Poirier.
Pressure at this point for these guys, especially for these two, I don't think that's a factor. I also think we got to think about the first fight with Islam and Volkanovski. Volkanovski was hanging in there with the wrestling, hanging in there. That's the difference between Khabib and Islam.
But
Khabib
Volk's a
was a
better
lot more-
fighter than Poirier.
110%. Also a weight down. Also, not that much of a wrestler. When have we ever seen Volkanovski really get into any type of wrestling exchanges, grappling exchanges? Not
But
really.
Volk's a way better trainer and more technical fighter than Poirier
This
is.
is true.
Poirier is going to try and do what Poirier does every fight, which he's found success in the UFC doing.
This is true.
But Volk is able to change himself to like be the next best he can. And he did that against Islam. That's why I hate that he took the second Islam fight on
That
what
was
it
a little
like
crazy.
4
Yeah, it was
days
stupid.
notice
It
or
was
something
11.
like that.
I think it was 11.
Yeah,
or
some
like that. It was
ridiculous.
something
Like if
stupid.
he
Shouldn't have done
give him the
That was
full
dumb.
camp,
He
and
shouldn't have done that.
most people watch that first fight and they're like, it should have been Volk winning the title. That's why I don't see Poirier being able to do this.
So you
Poirier's
think-
not going to change what Poirier does. Volk changed what he did, which caught Islam.
Would you okay? So with that, would you also say that Dustin Volkanovski, who are you taking in that fight?
I'm
if they ever
taking
fought?
Volk right now. I'm taking
Just
Volk.
full camp, all that.
Volk 1000%. I'm taking Volk. The power's there. If he needs to take to the ground, he can now defend himself on the ground. I don't like who Poirier also has fought recently.
His last fight?
you don't
He-
like Benoit Saint Denis?
No, he lost to Gaethje.
Bro, he's a monster.
He lost to Gaethje. Gaethje is half the fighter.
But you got to think
that
who won that first
Islam
round,
did.
though. Did Dustin win the first round?
Okay, Dustin won the first round.
I feel
He
like
lost
Dustin was
that
getting his ass
fight.
beat up until he knocked him out.
So do you think that could happen to Islam, though? He wins the first round and then knocked out? It's very possible.
Very.
It's entirely possible.
I don't think so because Islam is a smarter fighter than that.
This is true.
Islam's not going to, if Islam
true.
beats the fuck out of Poirier that first round, he's not going to go, okay, let me stand toe to toe with him and get caught with, that crazy hook or put
This is true.
myself
He
in a
is smarter.
situation where I'm going to get stuck in the guillotine.
He is
Or-
a lot smarter.
Fuck the guillotine, just any submission. I don't think that's going to happen.
It's just going to come down to the clinch, really. I just really think it's going to come down to the clinch, a little break off the clinch, elbows, hooks. I just see Dustin doing it.
I don't think it goes the distance either way.
Definitely not.
It
Either
doesn't
way.
go the
According to
distance.
the odds,
way.
it definitely is not going.
I think it ends in the
distance would be
third
plus
round.
300.
Second round, Dustin Poirier via KO.
Yeah.
Third round
second round-
Makhachev submission.
I like third
Second round Poirier
That's a
is
good- that's a
plus
good- that's a good
2200. Islam round 3 is plus 600. According to the odds, it looks like it should end in the second round.
I could tell you how this fight's gonna go. First
please,
round, it's gonna
please.
be Makhachev. Makhachev's gonna do his thing. He's gonna apply the pressure. He's gonna get in the clinch. He's gonna
Dominate.
push Poirier up against the cage. Second round, we're gonna see Poirier coming out a little hot and heavy. I do think he'll probably catch Makhachev with a shot or two, but Makhachev will stay calm like that whole crew always does. He'll survive the round. Poirier's going to come out hot. He's like, oh, I got him. And he's going to do the opposite of what Volk did, because when Volk rocked him, Volk took the breath, continued the fight. Poirier's going to get overexcited. Islam's going to bring him in close, put him on the ground, end the fight in a submission.
I just think Dustin's too much of a veteran. He's already felt Khabib, literally one of the greatest lightweights to ever do it. He's felt that. He's felt Gaethje. He's felt Charles. He's been submitted. I just think it's just all accumulating to just him being ready. I think he's going to be ready. I think he is just going to be ready, and I really hope that he does it.
Well,
I'm very biased.
That's it for 302.
That's it for 302,
I'm very
baby.
biased.
Yeah. Anything else? Anyone? Nope.
Sign off.
Cool.